Hey, what's up guys? It's Joe, and today we're going to be taking a look at the S-View flip cover case for the Galaxy Note 3. Now as you can see, this case is pink. Not my case, it's my wife's case, so definitely wouldn't be my choice of color, but fortunately this case actually comes in a variety of colors to really suit your needs. Everything from the soft pink here to standard black and white. I believe there's an orange, a blue, a red colored one, and some color they call oatmeal. I'm sure it's some sort of off-white, but anyway, there are plenty of colors to choose from, and we're going to take a look at this one here. So let me go ahead and get it popped open. I've got to say, I've never really used a case like this before. I've always kind of been off-put by the fact that this doesn't actually close, but it actually does feel like it's got a little bit of weight over here. So it feels like it would stay closed pretty good, and of course, since it's been closed like this, this hinge hasn't worn out at all. So anyhow, so in the packaging here, we've just got some standard limited warranty information. Tells you what Samsung's obligations are, things of that nature. And then the case here, Samsung Galaxy Note 3 S-View flip cover. It's got the official Samsung little holographic sticker, and then it just gives us some quick features of the case. So we've got a sticker right here, and that reveals the case. And then you have your prongs here, because this replaces the back cover of your phone. So let's go ahead and get this phone stripped down. And this thing has been on here for a while. Okay, so here's the back, and we're just going to pop this thing off. Okay, and this back here, it's got some of the same faux leather look to it. It actually feels, I'm sure it's not really leather, but of course, not only does it look leather and have the stitching, and it actually looks like that is actual stitching and not just molded on stitching. So that's nice, but it feels nicer than the back cover that comes on it. It's a little bit different texture. And let's see here. Okay, so as you can see, there's the pins there, and here are the pins that you're going to be attaching the back cover to. These would be for wireless charging back cover. So they do actually make this in a wireless charging variant, so I'm assuming these pins would be here, and then you would have some pins up here as well for the wireless charging. Okay, so looks like this just snaps on like that, just like the regular case would. And you can actually see if it's not completely snapped into place. And I mean, that's really it. It's kind of a little bit weird. It's almost like the phone just snaps into this, and it's like it's resting on top of a surface. There's nothing around the sides really. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of different. So okay, so there's no setup needed as far as toggling anything on to get this thing to work with the wake and sleep functionality. It just automatically knows because those pins in the back are attached. So close this here, and it actually gives you this notice here. It says set S-View color. So that's kind of neat. It'll actually set the color to the color of your case, so it matches the pink for pink, or at least it gives you a color that doesn't necessarily match perfect, but it gives you a color that kind of goes with your case. So looking at it here, it does add some thickness versus just a standard TPU case. Let's see if we can get some comparison. You really can't see it as far as thickness this way, but in the hand it does definitely feel a little bit thicker than a normal case, which obviously you've got more going on, so it would definitely feel a little bit more thick. So you can just slide, and you see these shortcuts here. You've got camera, action memo, and songs, and let's see if there's anything else. Okay, so that's about it right there. And that's pretty cool. You have your little camera thing there, and boom. And now to preview that picture, it actually comes up in this little window here, and you can hit exit out of that right there and exit out there. And if you were playing any music or anything like that, it would show up right here in this window. Okay, so going around the phone, you can see where any place there's some sort of port, it actually just flows with that. So your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack right there kind of flows in there, so you can just pop that right in, no problem. It doesn't impede the microphone there or the IR blaster there. Along the side here, I don't know if you can tell, but there's actually a little indent there. So if you're kind of holding this in the dark or doing something blindly, you could kind of run your thumb across here if you didn't feel that, because it is a little bit recessed. Oops. It's a little bit recessed in there, so once you feel that there, you can just hit the power button. If you needed to do that, I mean, of course, you can just open the front cover and it turns your phone on. And now coming around to the bottom, we've got our cutouts for the S Pen. So that's pretty easy. Doesn't really keep you from pulling that out. And you've got your USB 3.0 charging port there. Again, it's got a little indentation that kind of flows with that port, so it's not going to mess with charging. And then you've got your other microphone there, so, and your speaker grill over here. Again, doesn't mess with any of the charging. The only thing I don't like is these volume buttons here. It's kind of annoying. You can see it. It says plus and minus, and you can move it, but really that's only going to be helpful if you are listening to music with your phone closed. Otherwise, you're going to have to open your phone, and then you're going to, I guess, have to flip this over and move the volume there. Okay, so a couple other things I wanted to point out really quick is, remember when I said there was actually no latch here for this, so it just kind of opens up like that? Well, that wakes the screen, so anytime this opens, that wakes your screen. So that might be something that you want to think about if this phone is going to be stored somewhere where this could just constantly be opening and closing. You know, maybe it might run your battery down or cause your phone to glitch up, who knows. Second thing is that the app selection here is actually pretty limited. I did some research to see if there are ways to customize this, and I'm assuming that you would probably need root to do a lot of it. I could be wrong on that. I really couldn't find anything. There might be some apps on the App Store, but a lot of the places that I checked just couldn't really get a straightforward answer. So just a couple little things that I wanted to note on this, so that you guys are aware of that. Something that you might not have thought of might be a factor, might be a deal breaker for you when buying this case. Okay, so that's it. Little quick overview of the Galaxy Note 3 S View flip cover case. I know it's been out for a while. We're just getting around to getting one, so just kind of wanted to put my spin on it. And anyway, if you guys like this video, if it helps you make a decision on whether to buy the case or not, give me a like. And if you don't want to miss any of my future videos, hit subscribe. And as always, we'll see you next time.